Oh yeah, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time for Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com with your hosts, Corey, Manny, and Tommy. And now, broadcasting from planet Earth, it's time for Pixels and Bits. Welcome to Pixels and Bits on the Show.com. My name is Corey. Hi, welcome to episode 93 of your favorite weekly podcast on YouTube.com and the Overshield channel. My name is Corey. I'm your host as always, and I'm joined by my co-host Tommy. Say hi, Tommy.
Hello, Internet.
So yes, welcome to episode 93. We of course have your weekly news desk, and then of course we have a middle segment, and then of course everybody's favorite segment, people doing stupid shit, and we top it all off with shout outs. Tommy, you have anything to say before we jump into the news desk?
No.
All right, lightning stuff, Tommy. Let's jump into the news desk.
I got not much to say. I mean, Batman v Superman's
Tommy
coming
is a
out.
man
I'm not
of few
looking
words.
forward to that. I mean,
He is a man of few words.
I'm not looking forward to it because I work in a movie theater. I am looking forward to seeing the movie, but not working through that.
Batman versus Superman.
Oh yes. I'm joining that right now.
I honestly think it's gonna suck.
I don't want it to because
I don't want it to. I really don't want it to because I love Batman and Superman. But I think it's gonna suck after that trailer they showed where they basically showed the entire fucking plot of the movie.
Zack Snyder says, "Oh, we didn't show you everything."
It's just like, look, there's Lady General Zod Doomsday thing. It's just like...
No, I think what he's referring to is like the rest of the Justice League characters, because we haven't seen Aquaman at all, and they're already promoting him.
Oh, because we didn't show you one character, we didn't show you the entire movie.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, like, I wish that, like, that whole Doomsday thing, it was either cut or just they never talked about it, because, like, the whole central focus of the title is Batman versus Superman, and then you basically already know, oh, they're gonna make up and have to fight Doomsday. Then what's the fucking point?
I don't know. I mean, the fans knew it was gonna happen, but you didn't need us to show us that.
Oh, anyways, enough random Batman v Superman. Time to jump into the news desk. First off, a public service announcement. Do not buy Hyrule Warriors Legends for the 3DS if you have an old 3DS. Confusing? Maybe. But here, Hyrule Warrior Legends on 3DS arrives March 25th here in the United States. And you can actually transfer some of your detail from your saves from the Wii U to it. But here's an interesting thing. According to Destructoid, the game runs like garbage on the old 3DS. 3D is not enabled, and the frame rate, there's huge frame rate dips. So really, if you have a new 3DS, it's going to run perfectly fine. You'll have the 3D effects, but the old one, it's really, really bad. Like, it drops below, it's 30 frames per second constant. It's locked at that, and then it drops below that constantly. So, yeah, thanks, Nintendo.
Well, good thing I have the new 3DS then.
God fucking damn it. I can't afford a new 3DS right now.
Well, that's why I got it on sale when it was on sale.
What'd you pay for, like $120 or something?
No, 175. It was on sale for 175.
Mm-hmm. That's a sale, alright.
$25 off. I was like, might as well.
Yeah. Anyways, next up, good news for you Xbox fans, Tommy.
Ooh, okay.
Because the Gears of War beta opens up next month.
Nice.
Well, if you own the Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Which I do. And I did play the multiplayer so I can get the beta.
My god, Tommy actually played a game?
I played a match or two, and then that's it. I haven't done the campaign. I haven't replayed the campaign.
Oh, come on. Guys, we need to like start a hashtag movie, like hashtag get Tommy to play games again.
I know, if I start playing games again,
Tommy
there'll be
plays
content.
Again. Hashtag collect gamer, not a collector. But yes, if you own the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, you can start the beta on April 18th, and that's the closed beta. That's the early access beta, which runs from April 18th to the 24th. Then there's the open beta, which is open to everybody who has an Xbox Live Gold membership, from April 25th to May 1st. So, if you guys like Gears of War, which like we do, I can't play the new ones because, Microsoft sold their soul in the beginning, and I decided to, trade in my loyalty.
Well, you should come back to Xbox one day.
Oh, maybe one day when they send me a free Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But it's just never going to happen, so probably never. Now, interesting enough, so we found out, I think it was about a few months ago, that Telltale Games is actually doing an episodic Batman series.
Yeah, which I thought was a little strange at first. I still think it's strange.
I thought it was a little strange at first, but I'm interested to see what they'll have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I enjoyed Tales from the Borderlands, The Wolf Among Us was pretty great, Walking Dead was fantastic. I mean, they do good stuff. The only two games in the department where I'm like, was Back to the Future and Jurassic Park.
Well, I mean, that's one of their first games. I mean, they improved.
They got a lot. Yeah. But yes, Telltale's M-rated. It's M-rated, so that's I think it's Batman series is coming out this summer. Not a specific release date, but it's supposed to come out this summer. The first episode. So and if you're wondering what the game exactly is about, we only know that the story is concerned with Bruce Wayne's character's duality and how his actions as Bruce Wayne and Batman affect one another. So it won't be an examination of the extended Bat family, so no Robin, Nightwing, but basically it's an examination on Batman himself.
All right, that can go both ways.
Yeah. I think it's interesting.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. By the way, Star Wars Battlefront news, in case anybody's still playing that game.
I actually tried last night. I did Fire Squadron. I just did one match.
Here's the thing. I picked it up for $30, and for that money, it was worth it. But if anybody paid $60 for it, I'm sorry. Manny, I'm sorry.
I paid full price. The fool.
Manny was suckered in. 100%. But the Outer Rim DLC for the game is coming out this month, March 22nd.
I think it's bullshit, that DLC.
If you're a Season Pass holder.
Yes.
So, you don't have a Season Pass, you gotta wait a whole another, basically 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. I think the two heroes are bullshit. You know what the two heroes are?
Yeah, it's Greedo and Yub or something like that. It's just like, what the fuck? Out of all the heroes you could have picked, that's who you had.
No Chewbacca, no Obi-Wan. No, I can understand they're holding off Lando for the Cloud City expansion, but
I want to play as IG-88.
Yeah. And then, of course, they talked about the whole canon thing. Oh, we don't want to, there's no prequel or there's no Force Awakens because of, canon. We don't want to affect that. You have Greedo, who's dead in episode 4.
You have Greedo, who died within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
2 minutes of his screen time. 2 minutes screen time.
2 minutes of screen time. Oh, he's a hero.
Let him battle on the Jakku. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I know EA's full of shit when they talk about the canon stuff, but it's like, this just...
Here's the thing, I feel bad because I can tell that DICE is has a genuine affection for this game.
Oh, you can definitely see it with the graphics and sound designs and level details.
Yeah, the level of polish and everything, but just... EA, get your fucking hands out of the cookie jar.
So yeah, I feel bad for the season pass because I've been reading the comments. A lot of them feel cheated out, and then there's a few people that's like, I can't wait. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be the best thing ever. I don't get those people.
Those people have been sipping the Kool-Aid since they were babes.
I guess.
But here's they're adding free content.
Oh.
Free content.
Ooh.
Oh, they're adding new missions because everybody actually cares about the missions.
I want new planets.
There's a new spectator mode, an increased level cap, and some new weapons.
So,
Yeah.
I want new planets. That's all I want.
Oh, yeah, you gotta pay for that. You gotta buy the $50 season pass.
I'm waiting for the spring sale. Hopefully, like the season pass is like down to $10.
No, watch it. It's like the Star Wars season pass is on sale for $1 less. Son of a bitch.
Nope.
EA is like, oh, but you guys wanted a sale, right? We took $1 off.
We have a sale on Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
I always see it on sale for Xbox. Like every other week, it's on sale for like $20.
Yeah. So, all right, moving on. It's time to move on to Sony news. Because earlier this week, Microsoft dropped a bomb, and that they would be open to cross-platform play, not with PC, but with other consoles. Basically meaning, hey, Sony, we'd be open to have our multiplayer servers join your multiplayer servers. That would be fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Sony's response is that, well, we've been supporting cross-platform play between PC on several software titles, starting with Final Fantasy XI on PS2 and PC back in 2002. We would be happy to have the conversation with any publishers and developers who are interested in cross-platform play. So basically, Sony's response is, you know what? We're open to it, but it's up to the developers to implement it.
So yeah. So it's gonna happen.
Oh, thank God! it's finally come. Does this mean the console wars are ending?
The future
is it finally
Cody.
over? Is a peace treaty been finally signed? Certainly not between the fanboys.
Oh, absolutely not. It's like, I'm just gonna play with my exclusives. So I don't have to deal with those PS4.
Hey, look, Gears of War is better than Uncharted. No, PS4 has better graphics.
60p frames per second. 1080p. But this
it's just general fanboyism.
It really
it's like you see it in almost every form of media. Marvel's better than DC. No, Superman's more powerful than some Marvel character.
Star Trek's better than Star Wars.
No, Star Wars is cooler.
Star Trek has real science.
Than boring old Star Trek.
Star Trek's so boring that it turned into an action film.
It's like Star Trek is nothing but bullshit pseudoscience. Well, what do you call metachlorians? Well, that doesn't count.
It's canon, you jackass. You can't pick and choose your canon.
Not according to Battlefront.
Oh!
Anyway, so yeah. But now time for the biggest bomb that was dropped this week. PlayStation VR finally has a release date and a price point. So, PlayStation VR is releasing this October for $400.
Ooh. Might as well buy another console, Corey.
No, it's actually more expensive than the PlayStation because you can get a PS4 for like $350.
Really? Ooh. Jeez. Just, oh man.
Here's the funny thing. Like, I find it funny that it's actually cheaper to buy this and the PlayStation 4 than it is to buy the HTC Vive headset, VR headset alone. which that is $800.
That's right.
And then the Oculus Rift, which also requires like $1,000 PC to run, is $600.
Ugh.
So really, if you want to get into VR,
Go PlayStation.
the $750 investment is the way to go.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but they have, and you know what the kicker is?
What's the kicker?
So the $400 version, the PlayStation VR camera, the PlayStation VR, which requires the PlayStation camera to work, does not come with the camera.
Well, that's stupid.
Because they believe, oh well, it'd be pointless to include it because a lot of people have the camera already.
Do you have the camera?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't know anybody that has the camera. And because of this, the demand for cameras has gone up for 1,000%.
Yeah, I bet.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm a little curious. What is the PlayStation camera at right now? Oh, it's at $50. I'm gonna tell you this. When I saw the PlayStation camera a year ago, it was $20. So thanks for jumping up the demand, Sony, by saying, no, we're not going to include it. Oh, but you know what? There is a bundle that will include it. It's only $500. And it comes with the PlayStation VR headset, the cables, a pair of stereo headphones, a VR demo disc, PlayStation camera, 2 PlayStation Move controllers, holy shit, and then PlayStation VR Worlds, which is basically all of their tech demos that they've been showing off for PlayStation VR for the past year in a single disc.
I see. I'm surprised they still have the Move controllers. I'm surprised that's still a thing.
They're actually surprisingly accurate when they work. It's just that they implemented them so fucking poorly in the PS3 because everybody was jumping on the motion bandwagon after Wii.
Yeah.
And just that ship sunk. It was dead on arrival when the PlayStation Move shipped out.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Killzone? I think was it Killzone 3? I can't remember which one it was that was advertising. It's like, look, there's a plastic gun that you can put your PlayStation Move in. You can simulate playing it, and it's just, but it doesn't work.
I don't remember that at all.
I tried it. I literally tried the motion controls with the Killzone game, and it was the worst thing I'd ever tried.
Oh wow.
It was. I would have much rather have played a Wii party game at that point. But yeah. Pre-orders for it are going up this month to get PlayStation VR. Now, here's the thing. Will I buy it? Yes. Yes, I will buy this. Just the $500 bundle, mostly because I don't have the camera and everything. So, plus it comes with Move controllers and the VR thing. So it's just like, why the fuck not? I've been wanting this kind of technology for a long time. Do you remember the VR headsets in the 90s, which was literally just a tiny TV screen inside, and it was just literally just giving you a TV screen to watch your games on that was strapped to your head?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like when that came out when I was a kid, I was so disappointed because it wasn't virtual reality. Like, this is what I always imagined it would be, and now we're finally getting it. So, yay! I can't wait to get it and give PlayStation all my money.
Mm-hmm.
Just take my money.
I can't wait.
Just throw.
Wait, Xbox is doing something similar, right? Are they coming out with a VR?
No, they had their stupid HoloLens thing.
I think they're testing out VR. Are they testing? I think they are.
No, they're not going for VR. They're going for AR.
Whatever.
They're going for augmented reality.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, some people think that's the future. Like, I was attending a lecture by Dr. Michio Kaku, and he's like, augmented reality is the future. Virtual reality, that's for kids.
Well, I guess we'll see, Corey.
And I'm just like, okay, you may be the smartest man on the planet, but fuck you.
You may be right, Corey, so who knows?
No. But Sony has announced that by the end of the year there will be over 50 experiences, not games but experiences, available for PlayStation VR. And I think this is interesting. That includes a Star Wars Battlefront VR,
Yeah, it's like
and an Assassin's Creed VR experience.
Oh, good! I get to look at the wall as I climb it.
Yeah, Tommy, how would you? Actually, that would be terrifying. Now that I think about it, it's just like the scene where, like the scenes where you're on top of a bell tower and you just leap through the air into a haystack.
Oof.
Imagine doing that through virtual reality. That would make you flip out. It's like, oh, what the shit!
Yeah, but most of the time you're just staring at the wall or looking up, climbing.
Sneak. Oh no, I gotta hide in this hay. Man, this hay sure is realistic.
Gosh, the detail in this hay is just phenomenal.
Hashtag realistic hay. But interesting enough, I think Sony has set a bar for PlayStation VR. They have told developers at the Game Developers Conference that they will not tolerate any game that drops below 60 frames per second. It has to be locked at 50 frames per second constantly. They said frame rate is really important to us. You cannot drop below 60 frames per second ever. If you submit a game to us and it drops to 55 or 51, we are going to reject it.
Strict.
So Thank you. I want to have that high bar standard, and I want 60 frames per second to be the standard across the board. I am sick and tired of developers saying, "Oh, well, we can't do it. We logged it at 30 frames per second because it's much more cinematic that way." Ubisoft.
Well, cinematically, yes, they are correct about that, but they're not making movies, they're making video games.
Well, I mean, and it would make sense. It wouldn't work to have because 60 frames per second is basically where the eye cannot perceive a frame rate drop, essentially.
Yes.
And so once you're at 60 frames per second, everything is very much, I would guess, 1-to-1 in that experience. But if you're doing a 1-to-1 experience where you're seeing something through the eyes and there is that frame rate drop, that would be very disorientating. So I can see why Sony is setting that very hard limit. It's like, we want to give people good experiences. We don't want people to buy our product and then have a shitty experience.
Mm-hmm. Which is good. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Now, final story, and I think this is fucking hilarious. So, who here knows Jim Sterling?
Yeah.
I actually met him in person.
You did?
Yeah, very interesting guy.
I'm sure he is.
I think this is actually pretty funny. Who here remembers who has seen his videos where he was talking about an indie developer called Digital Homicide, who made one of the worst games of 2 years ago called The Slaughtering Grounds?
I don't remember that game.
Nobody remembers the game for anything remarkable. It was noted for being one of the worst games ever and reusing tons of publicly available assets.
I see.
And the guys that Jim Sterling poked fun at are now suing Jim Sterling for $11,561,000
and 50 cents.
Yes, because he's like, we're suing you because you said our game was bad and people didn't buy it. Well, no fucking shit. That's how a critic works.
I know.
But yes, they're okay. Actually, this is actually interesting. That's not the official number they're seeking. They're seeking $10,761,000 in damage, which is $2,261,000 in direct product damage, $4,300,000 in emotional, reputational, and financial distress, and $5 million in punitive damages. Now, here's the funny thing: when you add all that up, that does add up to $11,561,000. So, where did the extra $800,000 come in? They can't even do their own math. Oh, by the way, here's the funny thing: they can't even afford a lawyer, so they're representing themselves.
Oh. This is just a sad case now.
No, this is comedy gold here. According to court documents filed by I think by James Romine, the guy who's the head of the studio, the lawsuit centers around 10 specific counts of libel. The complaint states that the defendant, Jim Sterling, falsely accused the plaintiff and caused damage to reputation, damage to product, loss of product, and causing severe emotional distress to the plaintiff. The plaintiff has the right to has the right to receive restitution for these damages. It's a very long story, but basically it went out that they put out the game, and these guys, Digital Homicide, are notorious for putting out basically, I wouldn't say not vaporware, but shitware. They would put out games through Steam's Greenlight program that were just straight up terrible, and they were literally putting up a new game every fucking month.
Jeez.
They were trying to con the system. And basically, but here's what's funny: they would actually do it under different banners. They would publish games under different studio names, including MicroStrategic Game Designs and ECC Games. And here's the funny thing: ECC Games is actually a real publisher. And so the publisher is just like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
But yeah, Sterling claims to have gotten in which the ECC games that are no longer around, but he contacted the previously existing ECC games in Poland, where he quotes the producer saying, "We probably fell victim to people previously known as digital homicide. We have taken legal actions aimed at ceasing infringement of the ECC games' rights." And it's just like, so they're already being sued, but they're saying, "Oh, that none of this is real. Jim Sterling caused all this."
They're screwed.
No, I imagine the judge is just me like, are you fucking serious? Case dismissed.
I know, right?
So, lesson learned. If somebody criticizes your work and tells you, hey, this game sucks, it's like, here's the things you could do to make it better, you should probably take that criticism to heart and saying, he hurt my feelings and his fans say bad things in the comment threads. I'm gonna sue him.
There'll be another Phil Fish people.
Fucking, this is worse than Phil Fish.
It is.
But like, don't even go and try to play any of their games because, well, they're all gone. You can't buy them. But two, they really are just that horrible. Actually, what's really funny is if you're playing the Slaughtering Grounds, the blood splatter that appears on screen, if you go to Google and type in blood splatter, it's one of the very first images on Google. So they literally just took an image from Google and just photoshopped it into their game. Instead of actually making their own art assets.
Wow.
Actually, that's true. Almost all their art assets are Unity assets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
That's really bad.
But yeah. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Now, Starling hasn't said anything. He says in his Facebook page, "I have nothing yet to say about any legal situations, but in an unrelated news, I am in a very confident mood today."
As he should be.
Yes, no, this is never going through.
No.
Oh, wait, there was another legal case that went through.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is... I can't believe this is actually going through.
Mm-hmm.
But... Okay, so you remember a long time ago when Lindsay Lohan sued Rockstar Games over saying that one girl in the GTA cover photo and the logo screens looks too much like her?
Which doesn't.
Well, the court says they can proceed.
What?
I know!
Wait, doesn't Rockstar have the model who actually posed for that?
Yes!
They have a real person that they based on. And
Yes.
they went through with it? Oh, that's stupid.
Yep.
Well, they're still not gonna win.
I hope not.
I
but...
really hope not. That's stupid. They base off a real person.
I think she's just looking for coke money.
She probably is.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the news desk, and it's time to move on to the middle segment. So, interesting story coming out of GDC. Some developers have been talking that Sony is looking into making a beefier PS4. A PS4.5, per se.
Mm-hmm.
Basically that they're cooking up a more powerful PS4 with at least a better GPU so that it can support 4K gaming. Well, that's really all we know is these rumors that are coming out. There's no, like, spec sheets or anything like that. Sony themselves hasn't even been talking about it. But there's also been rumors lately of Xbox One having similar hardware upgrades. And now this brings back to the question, has the hardware upgrades that was started with Nintendo and Nintendo and Sega back in the early 1990s, has that returned?
History repeats, Corey, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm just looking for it. It's just like, what, do we take off the cover on our PS4, then we plug in the top of this thing, and then we unplug the bottom, and then we plug this thing into it, and literally the thing just turns to the size of a fucking box?
Hey, 90 shows are making a comeback, so I won't, yeah.
The 90s are coming back, people.
Powerpuff Girls is out.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yes.
I really wish this wasn't the case,
Uh-huh.
because, honestly, the PS4 does and is honestly fairly powerful. Just look at fucking Uncharted 4. That shit looks gorgeous.
It's finally finished. No more delays, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But actually, I think it's coming out the same week as Doom.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be a fun week.
That's gonna be fun.
I'll
buy Doom, but I won't touch it.
Tommy.
No, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna wait for. I'm just gonna wait for Doom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Doom 2 in 20 years. Actually,
At this point, I don't know what my next game purchase. Oh yeah, Super Mario Maker. I'm gonna buy that next week.
another thing. It's been 11 years since we've had a Doom game. Damn.
Really? That's when Doom 3 came out?
I think it either came out in 2004 or 2005. I think it was 2004. So no, yeah, 12 years since we've had a Doom game. But yeah, I think this is I'm a little worried. What I'm worried is that they don't release a new console. I'd rather that they just have an add-on instead. So because that's a lot more less cost heavy on the consumer, because I'd rather not shell out $400 again for another console after you're already asking us to shell out $400 on your new VR headset. We're not made out of money here, Sony, as much as you like to think we are.
Mm-hmm.
So because there is the auxiliary port on the PS4, and you could run something special through that besides the PlayStation camera.
Yes.
So, and I just don't know. I really don't know how to feel about this in terms of how because we don't know how they're implementing it. Is there really going to be a PlayStation 4.5? Is there going to be a slimmer PS4 that's actually beefier, sort of like what the PS2 was? Because I remember that there was the fat PS2 and then there was a really slim PS2, and the slim PS2 had some very slight hardware upgrades that made games like God of War 2 only run on that and not on the fat one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we already have that with the 3DS and the new 3DS. So
yeah, I mean it could happen. I mean, I'm not surprised if it does happen.
I just rather that they hold this off for another 2-3 years, stick with what they have, and then release another PlayStation, because we're coming up on the third year of the new console cycle.
Yeah, but not much. I mean, third year, and it's okay, not really much of a good lineup, honestly, because a lot of
in terms of how many great games we've gotten so far in these 3 years.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, literally, I could list the number of I would say games that are a 10 out of 10, or just the straight up game of the year material on PS4 on just one hand.
And then most of the games recently have just been re-releases. No?
Re-releases or very shallow releases. Battlefront, Rainbow Six,
Mm-hmm.
The Division, I find is very shallow.
So yeah, I don't know. They talk about upgrading to 4K. It's well, make sure improve your 60 frames per second. Not.
Well, and here's the thing: why make that a priority right now?
Yeah.
When 4K TV itself is still fairly new and not everybody has one. I mean, there's a reason when the Xbox and the PS3 launched back in 2005 and 2006, respectively,
Mm-hmm.
that they came with regular AV cables and an HDMI port later on, because not everybody had HD capability. Now, you can't even buy a sub HD TV anymore.
Yeah, it's all HDMI.
But at the same time, 4K TVs are still really, really expensive, and I'm probably guessing that only maybe 5 to 10% of all the TV base has that, if that. So it just seems pointless to make that a priority right now. Like I said, maybe 3 to 4 years down the road that will be a thing, and then we'll have PS5, and yeah, the 4K gaming will be a reality then at that point. But until then, I think it's kind of stupid to do this, and I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
I mean, I'm sure it's fun to, it's good for them to talk about the future, but let's not implement that now.
Yeah. I just don't know anymore. Anyway, yeah. Anyways, that is the end of the middle segment where we are very confused about the future, folks. Nobody here has a crystal ball, except for Manny, and he's not here.
Damn.
I know.
He's using it to cheat for his teacher's exam.
Yeah, that's how he's in the top 1% of his class. Using this fucking crystal ball.
Crystal Ball has done many things for him.
I mean, how do you think he gets laid so often?
I know.
That's how Manny's such a player.
Crystal Ball.
Crystal ball, who do I approach tonight? Alright, it's time to move on to my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for people doing stupid shit. Hit the music, Tommy.
Alright. So here's a food-related news. A man is angry when his pizza was late and throw things at workers.
So, wait. He was waiting for lunch, waiting for his pizza to arrive for lunch at work, and he was so angry that the pizza boy was late, he just started throwing his office shit at people?
Apparently, according to that headline.
Wow.
Alright, so I have the news article right here. So
I'm guessing he's no longer going to be able to order pizza to his office anymore.
Probably. So the Pittsburgh police say that a man was upset that his pizza delivery was late when went to the restaurant, broke things, and so he went to the restaurant. He was
okay. But to say, if he did this shit at workplace, I'm just like, wow, he's got some problems.
Yeah, so he was upset that his pizza was late, that he actually went to the restaurant, started to break things, and threw objects at the employees.
Okay, he still has something wrong with him.
Yeah. 59-year-old Neil Orr has been charged with aggravated assault, terroristic threats, and other charges in Wednesday night's melee at the Italian Village Pizza. Police say that Orr was told his pizza would be delivered to 30 to 45 minutes, and he called to complain when he still didn't have a pizza after an hour. Police said Orr then went to the shop, threw several unspecific objects at the employees, and broke some glass. He was hit in the head by something and started bleeding. Orr faces a preliminary hearing on March 29th and doesn't have an attorney or a listed phone number. So yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, I understand that pizzas come late. I ask for okay, is there like a, maybe, you're like late, a half hour to 15 minutes and a half hour late. Is there like a coupon for like, for my next purchase or something? Are you gonna compensate me for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't go to restaurants and trash the place. Or if it's busy, like, hey, or like if you know you're gonna be late, call back and let me know, hey, sorry, running a little later, it was busy, something happened, then I'm fine. Then I won't be upset because I've been told. Then I won't ask for like, compensation like that. At least that's me personally. I know people still ask for that, but
yeah,
communication if it's gonna be late. But I don't know a pizza delivery that's done that. But still, you're an old man. Don't do that. Anyways, speaking on, I guess this story kind of relates to what we're talking about VR and like add-ons to the gaming experience.
I don't want to know where this is going, but okay.
Right. Well, to be immersed in the VR controller, how about a $3,000 chair that turns your butt into a VR controller?
Wait. Can you repeat that?
There's a chair that costs $3,000 that will turn your butt into a VR controller, according to the headline.
The future of gaming is here. Now you can play games with your ass.
Yes.
Use the left butt cheek to aim and the right butt cheek to fire.
I'm assuming. I'm gonna read the article right now, but I am assuming like the chair will vibrate to what's.
Because that's not sexual in any way.
I'm assuming. Yeah. Well, let's find out. So a stationary virtual reality headset like the Samsung Gear VR or the Oculus Rift can deliver amazing VR experiences, provided that you have a chair that can spin 360 degrees. The chair spins. Okay. So, like, if you're moving, the chair will move with you. Okay. If not, then you'll be left craning your neck, trying to do your best. Oh, fuck. This is stupid. So instead of turning your head, the chair is going to turn for you, so you don't have to move your neck at all. So for $3,000,
Wow,
you can sit properly and just stare, and it's, if you want to look, the chair's going to move for you.
What's next? A controller that moves the buttons for you?
Oh my gosh.
How about a shirt that buttons itself?
I wouldn't mind that, to be honest.
Or, you know, but how about a console that changes the discs by itself? Oh god, disc changing is so hard. Remember when people could, I'm sorry, remember when we owned Xbox? I remember back when I still use my Xbox 360 and I bought Final Fantasy 13. And I love how PS3 guys were like, well, you guys gotta change discs so PS3's better. It's just like,
so?
Is that really a fucking problem that I have to get up out of my chair, put it in a disc, and then take out the disc, put it in the case, and then put in a new disc, and then close the disc tray? Oh my fucking god, that's so hard.
I think they're more talking about the PS3 being like the better like hardware because you can handle.
No, like I know people who legitimately use that as an argument for why PS3 better. It's like, yeah, it's just like, well, Blu-rays you don't have to change discs, but DVDs you have to get up and change the disc, so there it's better. I'm just like,
Mass Effect 2.
Wow, you're really gonna take something so minuscule and say that's a serious advantage?
Oh, no, that's a stupid argument.
Oh my god, that's so hard. Maybe if I was 800 pounds and I needed a forklift to get across the room, but damn,
I don't like this chair. This is stupid.
It is stupid, dude.
$3,000 for that? I thought it was gonna vibrate or do something like rumble.
Oh my god.
Just $3,000 for the chair to move 360 degrees? No.
Chair, I'm sorry, but that chair better come with some money too at that price point.
It's an okay looking chair too. It's called a tourist, but no.
Called a tourist.
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 Turis? Tourist? Is that, am I saying that right?
I don't know. That's a weird ass name for a chair. Good luck selling that one,
the
guys.
future. All right.
The future's here.
Don't have to turn your neck. Chair moves does that for you.
It's like, look, you do not need to turn neck while playing VR, yes? We made chair that does it for you. Does not kill you 100% time, yes? That's good, no?
Okay, well, let me read more of this article because I didn't finish reading it, so let's hope there's more to it. So it says, okay, so running in place, for the demo, I was controlling the character in first person's perspective. The Rift controlled the camera direction, which I tested by doing a 360 spin. When I wanted to move forward or backwards, I leaned in the corresponding direction to get moving. Leaning to the right or left produces startling movement similar to what you find in a first-person shooter. With the headset and chair in tandem, I discovered I could turn my head to the left or right while maintaining a forward or backwards movement. In practice, it was like looking at something interesting across the street while still moving forward to your direction. Typically, without a controller, VR wearers will turn their whole virtual body towards the object they're looking at.
I could just see how dumb someone would look while playing in this chair. Hey, honey, are you ready for dinner? No, Mom, I'm not ready yet. Honey, I'm not ready yet, Mom. Just spinning in his chair.
So yeah, that's I guess, you know, expect that kind of way of gaming. Someone's gonna be like, oh yeah, look, someone's gonna brag about having this chair and then they're gonna look stupid, honestly. But yeah, whatever. My final story, which is actually pretty funny. A rabbit owners try to convince police that it's a guinea pig after illegal pets found.
Wait. So he had a rabbit, and he was trying to tell the police this is like, no, it's a guinea pig, I swear.
Yes.
It doesn't hop.
Doesn't hop. It's a guinea pig.
That doesn't hop. Okay, he does that trick where he looks like he's hopping, but he's not actually a rabbit.
Those are really long guinea pig ears. They look like a rabbit's ears. With their
no, he's a cosplaying guinea pig.
Cosplaying guinea pig.
Hashtag cosplaying guinea pig.
I think we found our title right there for the episode. That's our title for the episode. I just found it. Cosplaying guinea pig. All right.
I'm sorry. It's just so stupid.
So I guess
Go
let's see. So the Queensland police found the rabbit living in a cage inside a cabin at Springwood, south of Brisbane, after being called to the address in relation to an incident involving the owners. The police said that the owners tried unsuccessfully to convince officers that the animal was actually a guinea pig. A Queensland Police Service spokesman said the owners could face the possible charges for keeping a declared pest. Queensland has the toughest anti-rabbit laws in the world, with penalties of $44,000 and 6 months in prison unless owners have proper authorization.
I'm sorry. What? Just for owning a fucking rabbit? I get fined $44,000?
Jeez, don't live in Queensland if you want to own a rabbit.
Shit.
So obviously this place bans rabbits.
That is ridiculous.
That is a ridiculous amount of money. Where is the south of Wales? Is this Australia or?
I mean, I've heard of places banning owning alligators and giving serious fines, but fucking rabbits?
Oh yeah, this is in Australia, so they have their reason, whatever that may be. Probably they don't want the rabbits.
I mean, God forbid if we increase the food source for all the things that actually like to kill everybody in Australia. Because you know Australia, the land of where everything wants to kill you.
Oh, no. The very last line that I don't know why they decided to include is that rabbits can bully and seriously injure guinea pigs.
Yo, pig, what you doing in my hood? Nothing, Mr. Bunny. Oh, you're gonna regret coming to my hood. Stomp, stomp, bitch. Seriously, I've never heard of that. Rabbits bullying guinea pigs.
Why even bring that up in an article? If you're unless they're trying to do a compare and they're trying to do a compare and contrast between rabbits and guinea pigs. But like, who cares? Just do a compare and contrast of their appearance, not their characteristics, because obviously their appearance is the biggest difference.
He's like, yo, pig, you got some sunflower seeds there for me? Oh, never mind, but you can have them. It's just like, oh, they've always been mine now, bitch.
I got little chocolate balls for you. This isn't chocolate balls, this is shit. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, those are your sunflower seeds now, bitch.
Alright, and with that, that's my people doing stupid shit stories of the week.
Yep. Oh god. It's good. We've come down to rabbits bullying cosplaying guinea pigs. Yeah.
God.
Oh god. The shit we come up with. All right, time for shout outs. Tommy, you go first.
Oh jeez. I guess shout out goes to the new amiibos that's been released. Roy, Ryu for the Super Smash Bros. Lineup has been released. I got those. So I'm almost done with my Super Smash Bros. Amiibo collection. All I need is Corrin, Cloud, and Bayonetta, and then I'm all done.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. My shout out goes to... Who here has ever heard of a little anime called Ghost Stories?
I have not.
It has the absolute worst and quite possibly the best English dub in the entire world.
Wait, best and worst?
It's because the English dub is so bad it's good. And the fact that, like, one of the they go fucking nuts with the script. Like, the actors are having so much fun into making this into such a bad thing. And it's just like, he's like, I lost my mommy. It's like, did I tell you to talk, bitch?
Really?
Yes, it's yes. It's just like, wow, that's what you sound like. I like it. They go so far to turn these characters into just complete horrible versions of themselves.
Is there? I'm reading the comments right now on Kiss Anime about this. It's like, Sleep has comments. It's like, I came for the imagine the black man chasing you joke. I assume there's that joke.
Yes.
Wow.
It's really it's really bad, but really funny. Like,
Sounds
yeah, basically they all like the basic plot line from the Japanese version is the same, but they took all so much of the dialogue and just wrote it into a comedy and had the actors ad lib everything.
okay. So I have a comment here from Morgan 2013. This is one of the best dubs ever made. This anime was horrible in Japan. The company that made it didn't even like it. They were sold when they sold it to ADV. They basically said, "Do whatever you want to it. We don't care." So Evil Snickers, the ADV staff and VAs went crazy and did just that. They took a horrible anime and made it into something spectacular and hilarious. Everyone should watch this at least once in their anime lives. I'm sure that Studio Pierrot, the Japanese original, oh yeah, that's the company, were kind of jealous that the ADV was able to take crap and come out with the best peach pie on a fall day. For those of you that are hardcore sub fans and stick to the original, sorry that you can't get out of your one mindsets and learn to expand. This is fun for everyone dreaming of being a voice actor would love to have and should be appreciated as such. Cheers and enjoy.
That's really the best summary of this. So, if you guys are drunk or whatever and want to have a good time with the anime, pop in Ghost Stories the dub, and
I'm gonna have to check that out.
yes, it was pointed out to me by GR Arcada Glass Reflection, and I had never really heard of it before. And then I watched it. It's just like, I imagine the Japanese version was trying to take it so seriously that it just sucked ass, and then the English version is just like, you know what, we're gonna take that seriousness and just completely fuck it up. It's just, we're gonna have so much fun with this. That and yeah.
Well, it looks interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, go watch Ghost Stories the dub, not the Japanese version.
Dub.
Yeah, go watch the dub.
What was it? I think there was referring to Avatar and Legend of Korra. I think someone was like, "Where's the sub version of this? I don't want to watch this dubbed." I remember reading that.
Wow.
I know, but good for them to for the cartoon to look anime.
I honestly hate it when I come across anime fans that are just like, oh, I can never watch dubs because all dubs are horrible. I'm just like, wow, way to shit on every voice actor's resume ever and all their hard work.
Yeah, there's some really good dubs.
It's just, I don't know. I always get frustrated when I see people who are like that. But yeah, that is the end of shoutouts, and that is the end of Pixels and Bits episode 93. My name is Corey.
And I'm Tommy.
And we'll see you all next week, folks. Bye-bye.
Laters.
Get a bit cosplay.